Yes, we are back. Back again in Train Sim World 6. Back again to do some more professional train driving because that's what I do. This time back again on Northern Trans Pennine where I've installed a timetable mod and I think it might be broken. So it's going to start well. We'll either be driving a train or we won't. So let's see. For those of you watching on YouTube, Happy New Year to you. This going out on YouTube, I think, around the 3rd of January. So hopefully you had a good one. There'll be links in the doobly-doo below to where you can get the route for Train Sim World 6. There'll be a link down there to the Twitch page where you can watch me live on Twitch. And a link down there to the Discord server as well. Good evening to Trent, to Sim, to Nigel. Hello and welcome to Train Driving by Professional. That's me. To Colin. Hey up, Colin. We love a good professional driving where we stop at red lights. Well, we might be going anywhere because I'll look at this mod in a second. Hi Tiger, hi Magic Feet. So yes, went on to the Train Sim community webpage, which is fantastic. Hi McBone, for mods. Found one that puts leads in the 1990s. And I thought, oh, this could be interesting. And hi Connor. And Connor is 19 now. What, your mental age? IQ, I meant that. So yes, we've got Leeds 1990. So this is a thing though. So there's 142 services, 158 services, 150 and 47s. Click on the 142. There's no liveries in any of them. So I don't know if they're going to work. So that could be an issue. The 158 does show a couple of liveries down here because I don't think I maybe didn't install the liveries. So there's, it doesn't say anything here. Scarborough to Manchester Piccadilly or Manchester Piccadilly to Scarborough. So that might be one to try second. But the 150 from West Cornwall does seem to be a full line run of 1 hour and 9 minutes. So maybe we'll start with that. Hi, another Steve. You think it's Tuesday today? Is it? Well, not as it goes on YouTube, it isn't. That's a 3rd of, whatever, 3rd of Saturday? Saturday. It's going on YouTube. So yes, this is either going to work or it's not. We'll actually know what we'll do. For pure immersion, let's put this as the 3rd of January because that's the date it's going on YouTube, because I know, unless it all changes between now and then. So we're either going to go back to the original timetable and I'm going to be in a 101, or this will work. Place your bets now. I think what I should have done is install the liveries, but nowhere on the Trains and Community thing did it say in liveries to install. Okay, well, we're in a train. It's got a livery. We'll accept that. There is an issue with Northern Trans Pennine where you don't really see any passengers. So that's a thing, but you know, that's a minor issue. Okay. We'll open the window and we'll open that window. Headlights are on for night. Tail light switch is off, so that should be good for lights. Okay, we got one for side lights, because that only just seems to be, we got one light working. Okay, no, that's fine. Right, where are we going? What's zooming? Miles Platting Park, Ashton under Lyne, Staley Bridge, Mossley, Greenfield, Springfield, isn't it? Stop as indicated. Marston, Slaithwaite, Huddersfield, and Dayton, Ohio. That's a lot of zoom. Don't zoom in that much. Okay, so we are going to do some stopping at some places, so that's something. I'll be your dog. Hang on. There's people on board. There's people on the platform. They're just not getting on. Woof. Oh, why is the 158 coming in? Okay, so maybe it's just a little bit broken. And if I were to bother to look at the liveries, It's Slowett, not Slaithwaite. Look! Well, they should have written it as... Oh, is that the right livery? I don't think I've seen a 158 in that livery over there. Hang on, we need to go over there. We're going over there. Metro train. That's new. What's that as a livery? Okay, it's different. Hang on, we've got a pacer going out over here. Right, let's lock the doors. Take over that train. Well, if that works, we can do that as the second run. Are we two hands or are we one hand? We're two hands. Okay. So, Miles platting. Nice go, Miles. Enjoys a bit of platting. Right. I did say it'd be great if someone did a more modern timetable in this, because a video went out on YouTube. Now, for those watching this on YouTube in January, a video went out on YouTube yesterday on this route where I talked about wanting a more modern timetable, and here it is. Driving a pacer. No, 150. Which is quite 150 like. Hi, Michael. So yeah, I do like the Train Sim community website for the fact that you can... Oh, hang on.
Is now a good time to share this?
No. The fact that you can mod this quite well. Oh, we've got headlights on day now. Hang on. Throttly thing. There we go. Thank you, Tiger. Right, let's get going. That's an incline. Why is it so steep coming out of here? Oh, it's a hill. The hills are alive to the sound of 150s. If you just joined, where have you been? I'm on a modded timetable version of the Northern Trans Pennine, set in the 1990s now, apparently. Yeah, the 101 is hard work. The video I did yesterday, for those watching on YouTube, I was in the 101. And it was, well, it's hard work. For those watching live, you've got to wait 3 weeks, 4 weeks for that. Right. So yeah, I like this route because it's a long route, but I don't like the trains that are on it. So this could be what sort of brings it back. White Fang, thank you for that. Nightbot doesn't like more than 5 of anything though, but thank you. One day I'll sort that out. One day I'll fly away. One day I'll fly away. Okay, we seem to be flat out going up one hell of an incline at 33 miles an hour. Yeah, because apparently, reading the thing is, at this point, this line was electrocuted, but in reality, on here, it isn't. And apparently, you do see some HSTs trundling about as well. You'll fix it when I retire from Twitch. So, February then. You wanted 6 guys instead of 5, yeah. Still never had 5 guys. Right, so we're already late. We're going well. Shocked by that, Tiger. Well, we need to solve that then, don't we? Oh, God! Okay, hang on. Oh, my God. Okay, I didn't expect to turn that that sharply. Looks a very abandoned looking station. It's all boarded up. Surely no one's getting on or off here, are they? Yeah, there was one in the outlet village here. And they're supposed to be really nice burgers. They do a bacon flavoured milkshake, which I'm intrigued by. Obviously Tigger couldn't have that, but I'm intrigued by it. Maybe treat myself at Christmas. I probably won't. Chips are good. Chips are good. Right, first stop done. Park is next then. Like I said, Pacer over there. So you've seen a 158, we've seen a Pacer. Yeah, so this would be, in a standard timetabled version of this would be a 101. Or we might be going to Timmy's when we go to London next Saturday. Park. It says Park. I haven't had McDonald's for 6 months. I think the last McDonald's I had was in London. I think it might have been breakfast, potentially. Timmy! I Yeah, so I'm intrigued to see if it's going to be a 4-line run. Well, I'll look at the map. Where did we start? Did we start at... Hang on, we'll have to have a look. Wait, did we start at one of the ends? I do like a Burger King. If you're having a burger, then Burger King are proper burgers. The best fast food burger I have ever had was the gourmet burger I had in Brussels. I will be having another one of those in February. The thing is, I can't have one on my birthday because we're leaving too early. Okay, I'm wondering, are these old abandoned stations? Although it's got a sign up there. Park. I have. Alright, so look at the map. And going to look at the map. Okay, so we started here, didn't we? Did we? Yeah, Manchester, Victoria. Yeah, because then we swung around that sharp corner. We're now down here. So yes, we are on the main line. Well, I don't know where we're ending up. I'm guessing up here somewhere. Where are you? You are Leeds. Are we going to Scarborough? Say we go to Scarborough? Have a look. Hang on. We are going to Dayton. That's somewhere. Oh, yeah, lock doors. Miles Platting was closed in 1995. It did look very abandoned. I'm the driver. I don't know. I'm just driving. You can't be this good looking, this charming, and know where you're going. No, the gourmet burger is a range that McDonald's do in Belgium. Good looking. You're supposed to agree at that point. Not question it. You're supposed to go, oh yes, you're all of those things. Anyway, Dayton, Ohio is a abandoned railway station. Wait, no, oh, Trent, Connor doesn't get it, does he? Park Railway Station served the Newton Heath and Phillips Park areas of Manchester, England, closed 1995. Ah, actually then, no, because this is set in 1990. So at that point, those stations would have been open. Because, yeah, we're 1990, so they would have been open. So that's good. Which I'm guessing in the original timetabled version of this, they would have also been open. Okay, I'm liking this already because it's in a different, modern, different train thing. We'll have to try one of the 158 services after this. So if you've got Northern Trans Pennine and you're trying to make it a bit less oldie trainy, this is worth looking at on the Train Sim community website, providing you've got the other DLCs installed. Why are you in 1990? Because that's when this timetable's set. Yeah, I like the route because it's long, and we do like one that's long. You must remember the year well. No, because I was only born in 1999. Don't start on me, Tiger. I've not had a good day. Leave me alone. I'll be driving a steam train. Not in 1990. Steam trains left service in the 60s? 50s. I wasn't born in 1959, I can tell you that for a fact. Yeah, I'm not 27, I'm 26. 27 in February. No, not 1900. No, not 1960. I can time you out, Tiger, quite happily. (1968) is the last steam train, yeah. So the beaching cuts was a lot of that, wasn't it? You don't time him out for... You just got timed out for 10 minutes by Trent, Tiger. I like that. Right, anyway. You mean 1999? There we go. See? It's not hard. I know, he untimed him out. Right, we've got 1.2 miles to Ashton under Lyne. I'm guessing that still exists as a place. I've heard of it, so it must exist. The SVR. What, Range Rover? That's the S sports tuning version, isn't it, of the Range Rover is an SVR? What's SVR? Well, you're so old, Colin. Special Vehicle Research or something it stands for? Ashton Line Station in Greater Manchester is a key local rail hub served by Northern Rail, connecting to destinations like Southport and Stalybridge. SWR. No, not SWR. SVR. It is like being in some sort of old age, like old person's home with you lot some evenings. You're supposed to be here to cheer me up. You make me more confused. The Severn Valley Railway. Why don't you say that? It makes more sense. Oh, I'd like a sponge bath. Yes, please. What? Okay, Trent. Its acronym is SVR. Yeah, but so is the sports Range Rover thing. So one of them's wrong. Right, we've arrived at Ashton-under-Lyne. Hang on, we're going to get a passenger. Sending out an SOS. A Range Rover's wrong. Right, it's a Range Rover. It'll fall apart and the electrics will fail. Right, Staley Bridge. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. Stalwire Bridge. Because Slathwaite or where it was. Yes, if you do have Train Sim World on PC, it's definitely worth checking out the Train Sim community website, because you can get some really good modded timetables and things for it. Hi Barry. And that is where this is from. Oh, pretty long bridge. You're right, I've been in the Longbridge Social Club. That was an interesting time. Why? Because it's full of drunk brummies, that's why. Or drinking pints of Brew 11. Oh, I love Brew 11. I will be having some adult beverages over Christmas. You'll know when things are bad when I start drinking on the streams over Christmas. Why do you have to go? Because it was cheap beer. And my niece's husband worked for, well, what was Rover. And we should be arriving at Staley Bridge. Oh, that's a lot of speeding. Braking. Oh, we've seen a couple of trains so far, not many. Right, is Staley Bridge still functioning, or did that shut in the 90s? Yeah, I fancy some wine over Christmas, but obviously can't have that till after the streams because that'd be dangerous. So if anybody gets a DM from me about 10 p.m. over the Christmas period, do not open it, just delete it, because it'll be me telling you I love you or something. Because I'm one of those people when I've had a few drinks. I love you, man. So I need to, if I start drinking the wine, I need to go and hide my phone. Because I'll be texting, although I've got numbers of any of the ex-colleagues, so I can't really do that. Otherwise I'll be texting people going, I love you. Emily, don't drink wine, you're already whining too much now, thank you. You get no DMs. Welcome to the single life. Wait until 11:53 and 53 seconds. You've got to be precise. Oh, hang on. Got someone getting on. Nearly missed it. You're okay. No, he's on. Locked doors. Right, Mossley. Yeah, I'm already liking this version. So this timetable version. I've said that on a few of the routes, that a different timetable can make you want to do the route again. Over a Christmas period, everyone mute Steve on your DMs. You'll be fine until after the stream. Because I wouldn't drink on the stream. But that's why sometimes I couldn't be bothered. If I go downstairs, it's like 9 o'clock or something, I'll be like, I'm not going to bother. What if I call people? Yeah, considering it's about 5 people in my phone, that would be difficult, wouldn't it? I've got Nico's number, Trent's number, Ed's number, Trent's number. That's it. My boss and my mate that I've known 30 years, 25 years, whatever it is. That's it. I think that's all the numbers I've got in my phone. So limited choice to who I can phone. Don't message me, Trent. Hello, phone. Thank you. Mossley closed in 1941, but scheduled to... Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. I have a mate. It's my first boyfriend. That we haven't been together for quite a while, but he's one of those people... Well, he is that person that I know that if I had a problem, I could just message him. And I did. The day my dad died, I sent him a text going, Dad's died. And he offered to come down and came down the next day. Just dropped everything. And then I went to see him the day Mum died. So yeah, don't hear from him daily. I heard from him on his birthday on Halloween, and I'll probably send him a text on Christmas Day, and that'll be it. And then I'll hear from him on my birthday. I actually thought our ex-comrade would have been like that with me, but alas, that was not the case. Yeah, well, I've said this on the stream before. My parents didn't know that we were a thing. My parents looked at him like a son. He was here every weekend. We worked together. He used to come here for the weekend. He'd come here on a Friday night. Even if I was working on a Saturday morning, he would stay here. And he'd be doing odd jobs for my dad. He'd be around my nan's house doing odd jobs. He'd be over my brother's house. I'd get a message going, I'm over at your brother's fixing a sink or something. Oh, right, okay. Right, so Mossley... Oh, Moseley that closed in 1941. So not Mossley. I was about to say, because surely that wouldn't be open in this then, if it was set in 1990. It almost suits the, there's no coffee shops. You think it is like a train station used to be in 1990. You're lucky if you could buy a paper. I used to do that if I had to go on the train. I'd buy a paper or buy like Auto Express or a magazine of some sort and read. Because you wouldn't have this device to suck the life out of you. Wait until 11:59 and 7 seconds. Now it's all whiffy. Hello, first class people. What the hell is going on with your hair? What? Why have we got two 90s porn stars sat in the front of the... What's going on with that hair and those moustaches? Oh dear. What on earth is going on? Oh blimey. Okay. Nope. Yeah, that's a thing. That's... Oh, hang on. Close the door. Let's get away from those people then. I will lock the doors. Was nobody bald in 1990? But a lot of people that shave their heads aren't bald now. It's because they've got a guy at work gone, so you've got no. You said my hair's... I've got a full head of hair, but I've got a bald spot. I don't like it. So you shave all the hair off your head. Right, 2 miles to Greenfield. Is that where the stamps come from? I wonder if there's... That's Greendale. That's Green Shield, actually. I need now to look. I need to spend a bit of time. I won't, but I need to. At looking at the TrainSync community website and going through some of the routes and seeing if there are better timetables for some of the routes that maybe I don't do. Oh God, you're one of those people. Bald head, beard. I don't do beards. People with beards are trying to hide something. And have you ever tried to kiss a man with a beard? It's not fun. So you're safe there, Sim. Alright, round we go to Greenfield. Yeah, so this is, we're not going all the way to Leeds on this then, are we? So this isn't actually a full line run. I did look to see if there was a service that went from Leeds. Okay. Trent, I'm not reading that out. No, I'm posting it in the Discord. With no description or anything. So if you're in a Discord server, you're about to see the message that Trent's just sent me. If you're watching this on YouTube and you got this far, have a look back in the Discord server at the Random Chat 18 Plus room on the 9th of December. Right, let's go into Greenfield. And I'm not giving any context to that as well. I know exactly what Trent was meaning to say. No good sending me another message. Right. So we've not seen any trains come the other way yet. Where are we on the line? We are there. We started off down here. We're making our way... Where are we going? So it can't be... I'll have to have a look. When we leave the penultimate station, we'll have to look and see where we... Stop messaging me, Trent. Galileo. It's not Galileo. Oh dear, oh dear. Right, lock doors. Right, stop as indicated in 2.2 miles. Right. So are we stopping now at another abandoned station? Because... Why would we be stopping in the middle of nowhere? So I reckon this is a stop that whoever created this timetable, someone's put in, where maybe there was a station that isn't in the original version. Or what if it's a station that wasn't open when the standard timetable was done, but was open in 1990? I'm intrigued now. Right. We'll find out in 2 miles. Stream's coming up after this, by the way. tomorrow night back with a new game, which is Parisian Brasserie Simulator. Me running a Parisian brasserie, basically. Miles is coming round. He's coming round for Christmas Day. I'm pulling his cracker. Thursday night. Today's Tuesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Thursday night, me and Trent multiplayer Portal 2. That's going to go well because me and Portal 2, multiplayer Portal 2. I last did it a couple of years ago with Harry. That sounded wrong. Portal 2, where he was basically telling me what to do on every level because I'm useless. So it'd be me and Trent on Thursday night. So that's going to be interesting. Friday night, we've got our coach convoy in ETS2. Saturday night is repo. And then Sunday lunchtime back on the farm. No, I was going to do Portal with Trent, but we didn't do it. I did Portal 2 in single player, didn't I? I'm intrigued now to see where it is it's trying to get me to stop. I reckon it's got to be an old abandoned station. Very nice up in this here neck of the woods. Yeah, we'll try the 158 timetable after this one. Well, I'm liking this. Especially as it's an hour run. Right, there is a red. I do see the red. We've got a 15 coming up as well. Where is it trying to take us? I'm intrigued. Or is it a key thingy? That's a signal box, dear. Hang on, it's just getting me to stop at the red. Token exchange, that's what I meant. Key thingy, you know what I meant. Yeah. It just wants me to stop at the red then. Why would it schedule that in? Yeah, but why schedule it? Surely if the timetable's right, that light would be red anyway. Unless it's a way of getting me onto this line. The only way they could do it was force me to stop there. Otherwise, it would have carried me on the standard line, wouldn't it? So it's got me onto this siding. I'm just wondering now whether that light will change. It could be a pathing thing, yeah. Wondering whether that light will change when I get close to it. When I get close to you. I thought it was going to stop us at like an abandoned station or something that wasn't in this. I like the fact that people have put the effort into doing these timetables. Wait for 9 minutes. Why have I got to wait for 9 minutes? That seems a long time. Can I? Oh, have I got dog mode? I have got dog mode. Right. Okay. In that case, we can do the speeding up of the time thing. Right. So again, God mode is available from the Train Sim community site. If you're on PC, it gives you options. One of which is the ability to speed up time. Am I nearly there? Yeah. Nope. I know I'm going to be getting that in Germany in February as well, aren't they? From the two annoying children in the back of the car. Dad, I'll be there yet. I need a wee. Oh, there's a yellow, isn't there? No, there's a red. God, Nico. No, Nico's not going in the back. Break the suspension. It's two reds, yeah. Which means there must be something. Ah, no, that's gone green now. That was fast. That was pretty rapid. Why is it holding us here for 9 minutes? HSTs are in this. Apparently someone... Ah, that's what we were waiting for. That. I was late as well. Are we now going to get a yellow? That must have cleared the section by now. Objective complete. There we go. Right. Time back to single. There we go. Exactly. It must be a pretty open bit in front of me. There's another red though. Just after this. Yeah, we got a red in 180 yards. So that must be a long section in front of us. I wonder if it's all the way to Marsden. Good old Bernie. Right, let's check the track. There's our red. Train coming the other way. Yeah, that's a long section then with no signals. I reckon it must be at the station. That's why. So we got to wait for that, which is just... There's that train we can hear. Yeah. So there. We got to wait for it to clear that. And then we'll go green. It's just about to get there. Blimey, yeah, that's a long run. I'm liking this timetable, though. I never was a fan of the Northern Trans Pennine, because I don't like the trains. All right, I reckon... There we go. Go. We'll see if we get time to do the 158 run. And I don't know if we'll get time to get ourselves into a pacer. That's dark. It's dark. It's dark. It's dark. No, lights aren't great. Well, I've got the daytime lights on, so that would do it. Not as bad as the 101. It's a long one. It's definitely a long one. Yeah, well, there is that. That's why it's a good thing you can't see on the London Underground, isn't it? I could tell you stories about Heathrow Airport, but I won't. Right. That's what he said. You've seen longer. Oh, I doubt it. Oh, you mean the tunnel? Okay. Will this tunnel ever end? If we come out of this tunnel and see a sign that says "Welcome to France," or you get a text message going "Welcome to France," which was it my phone or my watch didn't like doing on the way back last time. We were back in London and my phone was still on French time. It's dark. It is dark a little bit. That's a long old tunnel. Hang on, it's getting bigger. Oh, that was a light. I was thinking the end of the tunnel was coming. It was a light. No, I think my hole is getting bigger. Don't go towards the light. The day I've had, I think I would have done today. Right, there we go. We're out of the tunnel. Well, they could have set the alignment properly, come out of the tunnel into a bend. That's bad planning, isn't it? You're not Father Christmas, Trent. Sorry to disappoint you and all that. Right, we'll shortly no, the wrong sort of hoe, Trent. Shortly be arriving at Marsden. You were Santa on Saturday. I'm really impressed with that, Barry. Fair play to you. And I bet you had a brilliant day as well. I bet that's just bringing joy. It's amazing. Are you getting on, or are you just going to stand there? What are you doing? Yeah, so you have one train go the other way. Bah. Eh. And what we'll do is we'll see if we can wait 12:26:25. I will. That's not long to wait. There we go. We'll see if we can get something out of Leeds when we get to the end of this. Told you Santa isn't real. It's Barry dressed up. No, don't say that. Because Santa can't be everywhere. He nominates people to take his place, and then they pass on the message to the real Santa. We've been to the Coronation Street set, not that you can see anything. Haven't been to the EastEnders set. I've done work for there, at work. But I haven't been there myself. Right, 2.2 to Slough it, whatever it's called. They spell it wrong if that's the case. Oh, that's speed. That's good, Barry. Slough. Oh, I told you about my night out in Slough. I'm sure the next day my head was soft. We went out for an Italian meal, and while I was drinking red wine and white wine, and then I had to sit in a classroom the next day and try and learn about paint. I didn't learn much. Thankfully, it was on the train back home. Didn't have to drive. It's probably a good thing. It goes on the wall. Yeah, there you go. You're in the wrong industry, Trent. You could sell paint. It comes in different colours and makes a mess if you spill it. Getting a Christmas tree tomorrow afternoon. Nice. You try when you have a spillage of it. A tin of gloss paint falls over in the back of a van. That's interesting. Right, Slough it. Oh, another train. That's one of those weird coloured 158s. I think I might have to drive one of those. That'll be the thumbnail. That'll confuse people. Someone at work was trying to convince me to put my tree back up today. Said, you ready for Christmas? I said, well, I haven't got to buy any presents, not buying any cards, I haven't got to get any food in. I put the Christmas decorations up last Monday, took them down last Wednesday. So yeah, I'm ready. What do you mean you took them down last Wednesday? I said, yeah, well, it's just me for Christmas. What's the point? Well, yeah, it'd have to be electrified if it was a modern version of this. And that's a lot of work, isn't it? So it's not just a case of modifying the timetable and changing the trains. It's them changing the map. You can get out the back of the train. It's fine. Yeah, this has made a route that I found boring in the past. Oh, I wonder if there's anyone's done anything for the Preston to Carlisle. Because that's as boring as hell. West Coast Main Line north bit. I wonder if there's a more modern timetable for that. That would be interesting. I'd give that a go. Right, Uddersfield is next. So we're here. So we're going to Huddersfield. That's the end. That's Leeds up here, but we're not going to Leeds. So I'm intrigued to see how close we get to Leeds. Where are we going? Was our last stop? Dayton. So we got Huddersfield and then Dayton. Don't forget, 23rd of this month, I'm going to be doing the Holiday Express. Yeah, a word's failure then. Yeah, Holiday Express on the 23rd of this month, which I'm looking forward to. The old model railway thing. We'll see if we can have some fun with Thomas on that one this time. Next week, I don't know if there's something on the Preston to Carlisle. Maybe we'll look at that next week. There are a couple of Train Sim World streams over the Christmas period. Your Christmas tree's up all year. I'm proud to present my modern 2019 timetable to Preston to Carlisle route. It has a new timetable with 1,000... Ooh! Colour me intrigued. I will have to have a look at that then. Because this, to me, has improved this route. Because I wasn't a fan of the 101 because of the whole gear change thing. So bringing it up to the 1990s, so you can have a pacer, the 158, makes the route more interesting. I like a stopping service, a bit of a rural action. We like it. We like it a lot. So yeah, plan over Christmas period is lunchtimes. I'll be doing a single player stream. Thank you, Barry. And then the evenings will be multiplayer stuff. So a lot of mixture of multiplayer stuff we're doing. And thank you, Michael. I made into the dark side. I did that 10 years ago when I started doing this. 10 years. I can't believe in March it's going to be 10 years. So I think that's the point where I just need to go, that's it. I've done 10 years now. That's it. Done. It's long enough, isn't it? It doesn't feel like it. That's the thing. I will warn you, I keep threatening to do some vlogging. I do want to do some. So be warned. I said in the Discord today, I became a channel member to a small YouTube channel that I really like the content. I'm actually going to buy some of their clothing as well. And one of the things they do for channel members is they put out a monthly video behind the scenes. And the video I've been watching over the last 2 lunch breaks is basically a 2-hour video of him just pretty much just chatting. And also you see him record the stuff that ends up on the normal video. So, which is similar to what, I would just sit here and stream and just talk crap. So that's fine. But it was quite nice just to have something just to relax to, and which I think is, not saying that I'm appealing, but I think some of the appeal to this is some of you can just listen to my name ramblings, and it doesn't matter what's going on in the background. I do like the idea of me just wandering along and just chatting with a bit of scenery going on. I actually caught a bit of a new old channel on YouTube yesterday with a guy just vlogging himself wandering around Wales. So yeah, I would like to do something when we go to Wuppertal, because that's going to be something to remember. But I'll have to be careful not to get people in the vlog. And obviously my first time in Amsterdam as well, that's going to be good. And then I'm going back to Belgium in March on my own. That's going to be scary. Where I want to do that longest tram journey. So I'd like to vlog a bit of that. Right, Huddersfield is next. Once you come out at tunnel. maybe do something when I go down to Penzance in January as well. Oh, there's a pacer in that strange livery. So was that an actual livery then? The Metro livery, or it was. That side. So we've got 101 over there. Yeah, we've got this pacer in that strange livery. Metro. Yeah, Metro train. It's very... Yeah, okay, it's not the best of liveries, but does the job, I suppose. We've got 101 over here. St Island, going to Doncaster. Then we had a carriage, the newspaper. God, remember those trains? Right, I'm intrigued now to see where we're actually going. So it's got to be around... Where's that? Where are you? What are you? You're a tunnel. So is it... Do we not get as far as Manchester then? Because that's Manchester... That's... Sorry, Manchester. That's Leeds. Are we going to somewhere that isn't Leeds? Dayton will be the bit going right. So down here. But there isn't a station. Further back. Okay, well, we'll find out when... We'll find out. We'll have a look at the map when we actually get there. Lower Lock Doors. I think it's our next stop anyway, so it should give us the marker now. Yeah, Dayton. So there. Wow, okay. So, yeah, we really didn't do the whole line run then, did we? That's as far as we're going. Right, so we need to find something out of Leeds then. We'll see if there's one of those 158s. Or Pacer. Yeah, maybe next week then I'll look at that Preston to Carlisle modern timetable. Could it be interesting? It was a 1 hour 14-minute service. Oh, so you reckon I picked the wrong service? Is that what you're saying? So you're blaming me? No, just admit it. You're blaming me. I can take it. Hashtag new streamer, yeah. Just come back and watch my first OMSI. Is it OMSI or ETS2? Whichever one it was I did first. I think it was OMSI. One of them I didn't speak. I bet Nigel wishes that was the case now. I've got to be careful now, because with the stuff I'm doing over Christmas that's going to go out on YouTube, some of that stuff's going to be going out in February. So I've got to be careful because I want to be able to put whatever day it was that first video went out, I want to duplicate that route that I did in the same truck. Obviously I won't be able to get the same load, but in the same truck 10 years later. And I might do that thing where I put the first video again, I can download it and then put it at the end of the little video I do, so people can then watch the first one. I wouldn't do the whole editing thing and then do the two, but you know, 10 years. Hi, Dorset. Okay, so this is our final stop then at Dayton. So not quite the 4-line run into Leeds. But what we'll do is we'll see if there's something from Leeds going back the other way. You're a train. Yep, that was definitely a train. Well, there was supposed to be some Train Sim Classic content coming. I did think about doing a Train Sim Classic stream over Christmas, but as you can see by the schedule, I haven't. Oh, I can see that. Oh, this wouldn't be that accessible. I suppose you've got a slope up that side, though. So why is it only going as far as here? Why would this not go all the way to Leeds? It's going to Wakefield. Ah, so would it turn off then? Hi, Amy Lou. So would this not... Is Wakefield a different line then from here? So it would fork off to Wakefield and not to go to Leeds. That's why we can only take it as far as this. That's what I reckon. Yeah, I like that. Right, okay. So we will return to the main menu. I am looking forward to that. That was quick. Metro Rivals coming in April. Oh, damn it. Does that mean I've got to keep doing this till April? Because of Metro Rivals? Damn it. Right. So, Northern Trans Pennine. We are in a modded timetable. The Leeds 1990. We'll do the 158 now then. Hang on, we didn't have the things before. Okay, this could be interesting. So Hull, we can do Hull to Manchester, but it doesn't say where. So would that come through Leeds? I don't want to go the same way as I did before. So all will be from Leeds. Okay. I don't know. I'm not from the north. Okay, so we do that one then. Hull to Manchester. We'll do the date. We'll keep the same date that's going on YouTube, 3rd of January. This is where I forget the weekend now and put it out on a different day. I can also describe me, Michael, but I'm not hungry. I'd fed up to that as well. Right, let's get going. Nico! There is a sale. Well, there was a sale on if you're watching this on the thing, the YouTubes. No one's got this far on YouTube, have they? Be realistic. Right, key on. Reverse up into forwards. Opens the window. Opens the window. Right, headlights are on. Night. Unlock doors. Right, so where are we going? We're going to Uddersfield Stalybridge. Oh, is that it? What? Okay, maybe we'll only take this far as Huddersfield then, and then we'll switch to another service. Because, what? Why is it only going... So Leeds to Huddersfield, which is a 25-minute run, and then Stalybridge. Oh God, yeah, that's a livery. Amy Lou's sprightly. Uh-oh, has Amy Lou got a hot date or something? Okay, well, we'll give it a run to Huddersfield then. And then we'll see if we can jump in a pacer. Or should we Stalybridge and then Victoria? Nice girl, Victoria. Someone at work today, right, was talking about their holidays. The company secretary is ringing around the people that haven't used all the holidays up. And they found out today they had 3 days holiday that they didn't think they had, and they'd already extended Christmas. So they're now finishing for Christmas next Tuesday. I am not happy. Someone finishes tomorrow. Someone in my department finished yesterday for Christmas. Not back till the 5th of January. It's like, that's a long time off. I feel hard done by because I've got to go all the way through till next Friday. Locked doors. Okay. Poor Stevie, yeah. Right then, Huddersfield, 14 miles. Oh, bloody stupid DRA. Thank you. Yeah, so we'll take this to run to Huddersfield, then we'll see if we can do one of the pacer trips then. Yeah, I'm liking this as a timetable thing. Well done, that person. There is pacer over there. Yeah, that's the downside, isn't it? We get paid on around the 18th, between 18th and 20th of the month anyway. So normal payday this month, and then yeah, 20th. Don't bother me because I've got nothing to spend. Last year I spent a fortune on Christmas presents and food and drink and going out places, and they don't have that. I'd rather have someone to spend the money on, don't get me wrong, but you know, from a financial perspective, yeah, Trent's boss waits until the very last minute to pay him, like a minute to midnight. Poor Trenty. Most firms will pay you early. But then, yeah, the amount of times I've been skint come Christmas, and then you go, oh God, you got 6 weeks to wait before you get paid again. I do want to treat myself to something this year. I keep saying that. It's every year I go, right, I'm going to treat myself to something. I went into the, last year when we were in London before Christmas, I did go into the Lego store going, right, I'm going to buy myself a Lego model. Because the Lego store in the Battersea Power Station's like the size of a cupboard. They didn't have everything. Nice one, Michael. You get paid weekly now. I couldn't cope with that. Right, go. Yeah, so you just joined. Oh, God, that's looking the wrong way. This is an edited timetable version of Northern Trans Pennine. The mod is available on the Train Sim community website, free if you're on PC. And so brings the timetable to 1990. Yeah, when I worked for Currys, it was 4 weekly. I hated it. Okay, Barry, I'll check them out after the stream. Oh, we even got the clickety-clacks going on. Because 1990, no continuously welded track. This makes me want to do this route again. I like it. I like it. I like it. Don't forget, if you're very bored over Christmas as well, I will be here on Christmas Day. So if you're fed up with spending time with family, we'll be here on Christmas Day in the evening doing some Christmas Day farming and Boxing Day as well. Carrying on our farm. We'll be here Christmas Eve with some Christmas Eve trucking and tunes where we're adding in the snowy mod. So expect us to be slipping and sliding and crashing and falling over and stuff. On Christmas Eve. Don't know yet if there'll be a New Year's Eve stream. Not 100% sure, but I think by New Year's Eve it'd have had enough of me anyway. And everyone will be off getting drunk on New Year's Eve, so I think I may take New Year's Eve off. Working up to 10 PM on Christmas Eve. Well, yeah, it's a good time for deliveries and things. I think last Christmas Eve. Yeah, last Christmas Eve I went to the Chippy. I might do that this Christmas Eve. Oh, that's speeding. There we go. I'm guessing whoever did the timetable, or these might be user thingy from the thingy. We had some brilliant Sims and stuff liveries a year ago. Unfortunately, when Harry parted ways, he took them down. They were so good. They were awesome. I haven't got the skill set to be able to do them again. I've still got the truck ones somewhere that we had. The Fernbus ones are still in my Fernbus thing, so there's a Fernbus video going out over Christmas. That's in a Simpson Stuff livery. You're watching this instead of going to Swindon v Cheltenham. Really? Is your life that bad, Nigel? Are we back in that? Am I back in that long tunnel again? At least we can see the speedo this time. I've got the nights on light. No, I have got the lights on night. But we still can't. Oh, no, I can see a little bit of the tunnel wall. I can't exactly see much though. Clickety-clack, 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 clickety-clack. So I don't know if these would actually be lit now. Surely the train... I suppose I'm just thinking of the channel... Is it 7 tunnel? No, 7 tunnel you see lights, but it's not lit. You missed the weekly Fernbus and Fuerteventura videos. There is a Fernbus video coming that I will be doing a stream in Tourist Bus. Thing is, the reason I stopped doing them is because there's nothing new. I've been everywhere on the maps. I'd explored Fuerteventura so many times that there was nothing really new to do in them. I used to really like Fernbus. And I'm sure I probably say in the video, I can't remember, that I probably miss Fernbus. I probably prattled on about multiplayer. This weekend I am not recording any videos. I'm stripping the silicone from around my shower tray. I'm not going to commit to doing the painting, but I want to get the siliconing done. Bathroom a good clean. I've got a new light to go in the spare room, so I want to put that up. Well, that's smaller than I thought it was going to be. I've heard that before. You will see me playing MSFS this weekend because I am installing it, and that'll take hours, and this is the only time I've got where I can just leave the PC running when I'm up here doing DIY for it to install, because that's ready for the Christmas Eve MSFS flight. Well, I didn't do it Saturday. I recorded videos and I don't know what else I did last Saturday. No, I lied to myself. No, I think the curtain poles. Curtain poles are up, new curtains are up in the spare room. That's done. No, it took about 15 minutes. Thankfully, I managed to reuse the existing holes in the original curtain track thing that's in there. So I just had to do screws in. No, that's not the point. Right, anyway, we're taking this 158 to Huddersfield. And then we'll see if there's a pacer stopping service we can do. Oh, hang on, that's a 50. There we go. It may get light at some point. It's 8:53. It will be light by now, won't it? 8:53. It is light. It's the north, isn't it? 9 o'clock in the morning in January. Pots and order changes to my home. Not changes, stuff that I've put off doing. I spent a couple of years not being here at weekends. I was always out and about, wasn't I? Or when I was here, it was chatting, entertaining, chilling, watching films, TV shows, etc. So I haven't really done anything on the house. Nothing. For 6 years. So if I start room by room, start with the bathroom first, because that's the worst room. If I can get that done this Saturday, I haven't got the flooring. But, you know, a start is a start. Get a reinforced bed when I would come to stay. I need to get a new mattress at some point. I wouldn't mind a bigger bed. I've already got a double at the moment, which is fine because obviously I was sharing it with someone tiny from time to time. Well, for about 10 minutes, and then he got bored and went off. But yeah, I would like a king size. That means changing all the sheets, changing all the duvet covers and stuff. It's more expense. So we got no one on the train. There are no passengers. No one wanted to go to Huddersfield. I'm guessing they've got things like the 166 up north. Is that more of a southern thing then? Don't know if they did venture up north. It is a southern thing, is it? I like the 166. I shall be on one of those over Christmas, probably, maybe. Going into Portsmouth and Southsea. From Salisbury. Alright, braking. Alright, got a 50 limit. Alright, track change coming up. So yeah, we'll get this to Huddersfield and then we'll have a look at one of the Pacer timetables for this and see where that goes. Wobbly. What about the train? Oh, that looks suits you, sir. We'd like that. choice of thumbnails. What one will I pick? I don't know. You'll find out on the 3rd of January. Yeah, if you watch all the streams, there will be even content that I've recorded specifically for YouTube going out over the Christmas period every day from I think it's the Monday, might be the Saturday, the 20th, or might be the Monday, all the way through till the 4th of January. There's 2 videos a day, one that I've recorded, and then one is a stream. So streams are going out in the morning at 9 o'clock, and then my recorded stuff's going out in the evening at 5 p.m. So you can just watch those before I stream at 6 p.m. See, it's a plan. We are a couple of miles from Huddersfield, so yeah, we're not taking this train all the way to the end. Stvi. Hello, Pina. I am Stvi. You love Huddersfield, said nobody ever. Have I been there? I can't remember if I've been there. I might have been there. I should have got a list really before Ethan left me of all the places that I went. At least I can look back and go, yes, I have been there. Steve is Steve's Russian cousin. No one said that Huddersfield's amazing. Yeah, I've never done the Edinburgh to Glasgow bit. Glasgow interests me just to go on the subway. I'm sure Pina said, yeah, but this is Pina, isn't it? We thought Tiger had lived a sheltered life, and Ethan had lived a sheltered life, and Harry had lived a sheltered life. Well, less so now. But, Pina is Harry Potter's northern cousin. Pina is Dobby. I need to finish watching those. I started watching the 6th one, I think, a few weeks ago. There's a load of things I want to watch over Christmas. I won't, but there's loads of things I want to watch over Christmas. Right. We are shortly arriving at Huddersfield. And then we will switch to Besa. Currently watching Porridge. Blimey. Oh, I watched the first episode of that, the murder thing on Sunday. Murder in a Small Town. I like that. That's good. Shame it's got, or it had Donald Sutherland in it. Keith Sutherland's dad, who I'm guessing passed away between it being recorded and being broadcast. Oh, golden syrup. Where are we driving next? Well, we're going to go and jump into a pacer. Right. So what we'll do is we'll unlock the doors. Being a 158, they'll take about 3 years to open. There we go. And we will give up the service. Porridge is one of those comedies of its time. Your alarm's your alarm's going. It's going off. The buzzer things get. Your buzzer's going off. You've opened your doors again. Okay, right. Let's go back to the main menu. Right. So we've done the 150. Didn't quite do a full line run. We've done Leeds to Huddersfield in the 158. Let's see if we can get back to wherever it was we started. What's at the other end? Manchester? So the 1990. So let's see what we can do in Persa. Leeds to Huddersfield or Huddersfield to Leeds. So that basically just does the same run that we've just done. Yeah. So that just does Huddersfield to Leeds. Well, we don't really want to go back there, do we? What's the 148 doing? Or was that it? 147 rather. Yeah. Okay, in that case, we might have to go back to the 150. So, is there not actually... No, there isn't. You can't go... There isn't a 4-line run. So even that's not going to be a stopping service then, because that's the same thing. The liveries don't matter. It's not like a different version. So there's no 4-line run. That's disappointing. Yeah, but that wasn't, was it? Even the 158 wasn't a 4-line... Because that didn't go to Manchester. So the only stopping service we've got is the 150. Oh, bugger. I went there. Hang on, there are any scenarios? No, so you've never done scenarios for them. Okay. Right. So I have to go back in the 150 then. I know what we could do. Right, let me work out what time this is going to get to Huddersfield. And then see if we can take it from Huddersfield back to Manchester. So let's jump in it. Two o'clock. Oh, that's too long, isn't it? That's bloody 50 minutes. Balls. Hang on, so how long can we get? 40 minutes. So that's due in at 52. So where are we going to be? About 10 past. Marsden. Or Greenfield. Okay, if I spawn into Greenfield at 20 past 2... I should be able to take it from Greenfield. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that then. Right, so back to the menu. Staticans. You can't words either, can you? Right, timetable, Leeds. on foot. Greenfield. Right. What time did I say? 20 past 2. Hope someone's paying attention because I wasn't. $2.20. Yeah, good. See, glad you were paying attention. Right. I got a lot on my mind. Leave me alone. It's Nico. Right, Nico? Right, which way is it going to come in then? That's the way we just went, wasn't it? So it's got to be the other side. There's no... So we got no announcements. There's no screens. Right, I'm thinking it's this side. I'm sure we came that way, didn't we? When we went up to there. Yeah, no dot matrix, no CRT screens in the big yellow housings. Oh, hang on, someone else waiting. That's a good sign. Someone's waiting for a train. So when this arrives, we'll steal it and then we'll take this back to Manchester. So we've pretty much done a full line run, apart from a little bit. Well, twice. We have done a full line run. Where is the train? I do not see it. Hello? Train. It's due in about a minute, I think. 22, something like that. Providing it's not late. Yeah, it's a something going to Manchester. Doobie doobie doobie. This is what we had to do, ladies and gentlemen, before we had mobile phones. We would turn up, check a paper timetable to see if the train was there, wait for station announcements, which were done by a human being, announcing whether the train was late or not. You had to plan your journey in advance. Oh, here it is. It's not late now, it soon will be. I am 26, 27 in... oh, hang on. 9th of December, innit? 2 months today. Oh, that means 2 months today I'm going to be coming back from the weekend away. Right, you out. There we go. Right. Before you can ask Google, exactly. Is my thing in? Thing's in. Reverses it. Forward now. I could have called driver baldy, but I was stealing his job. He didn't want to be that rude. Right, Mossley. So now making our way back to Manchester then. Yeah, this has given me a newfound appreciation for this route. And I'll have a look at Preston to Carlisle for next week. See if a modern timetable will make a difference in that. The AWS doesn't seem to be working. Despite the fact I've just turned it on. Right, Mossley. So it was just getting light at 9 o'clock in the morning. Now it's like it's just getting dark at 2:30. Not much light up north, is there? Not that they'd see it. They're all down the coal mines, aren't they? I said that the other morning at work. Walk into work when it's dark, leave when it's dark. You can give me a small touch. Well, thanks, Trent. I look forward to that. Torchvucker. Small hands. They do have their advantages. Uh-oh. Okay, no one wanted to go to Mossley, did they? It's fine. We'll go to Stalybridge instead. Yeah, professional. Yeah. Just making sure you're awake, see, you're paying attention. That's what it is. Yeah, at least it wasn't a red. We should be grateful of that fact. Yeah, no one wanted to get off there anyway. No one buzzed. Oh, that's buses, isn't it? So no one buzzed my thing to tell me they wanted to get off. Right, this time we're going to stop at Stalybridge. Well, request stops. Yeah, I've been on quite a few trains where we've done request stops and you've got to attack the guard and go, oi! A couple of them were like, you have to be down the very front of the train because they only open the front door to let you on or off. For Steve's birthday, we should all chip together and buy Steve a signal light. What's constantly always on red. Uh-huh. That was quite cool. So, some of the stations I visited were places I would never have dreamt of going. And some of them where we walked, certainly the Exmouth line, where we walked from Limpston, I think it was, to Limpston Commando. That was a really cool little line. Well, yeah, guards are always hiding in the back. That's why when I go to Penzance in January, I'm making sure I book my first class ticket at the back, because that's where the guard's going to be. So I don't get idiots getting on at Bristol like I did last time. Still don't know whether to do it in a day. I think there's something, it's quite challenging. I quite liked it. The first year we did Penzance, we did it in a day. So we left Swindon, I can't remember what time it was early in the morning. Got down to Penzance at something like 1 o'clock or something like that. And we left again at like 4. So we had just enough time for a wander around Penzance. Got the train to St Ives. Had a quick little wander around St Ives, train back to Penzance, went up to Spoons, got something to eat, and then got back on the train, and then came the 6-hour journey back to Swindon again. Hang on, I locked the doors too early. Try that again. There we go. Yeah, this year we went to Truro and then went down to Falmouth. I like Falmouth. So yes, I will be doing that in January, thanks to the, hopefully, GWR sale. They've had it the last 2 years. Wouldn't see why they wouldn't do it this year. I think we got a ticket to Penzance about 30 quid. Well, yeah, we didn't see a guard from when we left Plymouth coming back this year, and we were in first class. And, you know, we're entitled to be in first class. Didn't see anybody. Didn't get a drink or anything from Plymouth all the way back to Swindon. And said a load of people got on in Bristol that didn't have first class tickets and just got on and were very drunk and no sign of a guard. I complained to GWR and they said, oh, on busy services the guard can't always get to all parts of the train. Yeah, bollocks. And I replied back with and went, we didn't see anybody from Plymouth. So the last 3 hours of the journey, no one. So I think the drink service got off at Plymouth. Okay, it was a cup of coffee, bag of crisps. Fine for me. I survived on that. Our ex-comrade survived on bottles of water and bags of crisps. So yeah, should have sat at the back really. We were, because it was 2 trains joined together, we were in the first class at the front. So I think that's probably partly why we didn't see anybody. Right, Ashton Underline. Making our way back to Manchester. So yeah, so Penzance in January, Brussels, Germany and Amsterdam in February, back to Brussels in March, somewhere at Easter, and either May or June I want to go back to Fuerteventura. I can see me spending a bit of money over Christmas booking things because I'm sure lots of places will have sales on. That's the time to do it. Well, yeah, Michael, we saw that quite a lot though on all the trains we were going on. Some guards or some of the services like this were fantastic, but on the busy services you don't see them. Especially, you know, that was a Saturday night. I think we came out of Bristol at like 10 p.m. or something, and they just knew it's going to be full of drunk people. And it was. I think the year before... Yeah, I think the year before was the one where we were sat, me, Ethan and Harry were sat on a table, and a lot of drunk people got on at Bristol, and this woman who was very drunk was chatting to us all and loving Harry's curly hair and stuff. Me and Ethan got off at Swindon, and Harry had to stay on the train. And so they stayed on. So he got up as though he was leaving, moved down the carriage and sat back down again, because he was going back into London and then back home again. The joys of being on trains with drunk people, eh? Yeah. Well, we were chatting as a group. We was chatting as the three of us, as we did. And this drunk woman just started talking to us. Oh, you know, where have you been? Where have you going? What you been up to? And so you try and make conversation and not ignore them. And it just spiraled. And we were like, yeah, we got to get off here. I think on one of the Cardiff ones as well, Harry was getting, like, it wasn't someone abusing him, but there was someone causing problems in the carriage on his way back from Cardiff. He reported it to the British Transport Police. They did nothing. Shocker. Right, Park is next. Thankfully, when I go to London a week on Saturday, it's a 50-minute run. It's fine. I don't care if I stand up. Although it'll be fine at 7:30 in the morning. That'll be the longest I've not been into London for a while. 6 months. But you'd be Pitman's post. What? Strip it on the sherry or something. There we go. Some drunks are harmless, you know. I'm one of those people, unfortunately, that will talk to people. Like, where were we when we did Doncaster? That poor girl and her boyfriend with the horse that they'd been to Build-A-Bear. That's me. I will just talk randomly to people. I get that from my mum. So I don't mind engaging with drunk people. And mostly they're harmless. Right, we've got 2.7 miles to Park. Yeah, I've seen loads of drunk people on trains. Birmingham was one of the worst ones. We were up there for a day. I think football crowds. And again, they probably weren't causing any harm. But when you're sat in a carriage with them and they're just singing football songs and stuff, you're just like, really? Just get me off of here. I think we did get off a train once. It was just like, let's just get off. I think I might have been in Birmingham or London or somewhere, and you just wait for the next one. And even when I was out drinking and stuff, I was never that drunk person. Alright, 1.7 miles to park. I've really enjoyed this route this evening. Just having this more modern timetable has made such a difference. It's a shame there wasn't more services in theory. But yeah, liking this. It'll be interesting to see, well, looking forward to see some of the stuff we've got coming next year for Train Sim World. We've got the Medway Valley line, we've got the Tadami line. Hopefully we'll get Great Western remastered. I wouldn't hold my breath on that one. We've got the there's another country, I can't remember which country it was, that we're getting a new line for. A couple of German routes coming. Another bit, I don't know if it's been announced yet, another bit of the West Coast Main Line. Right, park. No, they're doing their roadmap thing weekly. The season of reveals came out yesterday, which was the Medway Valley line was announced. Another one of the German ones. There was one last week. There's one next week. I know what's on all of them, so I can't. I got to make sure I don't spoil anything. Like last year, when they announced Thomas, we didn't know. We got told as ambassadors what they all were, apart from the very last one. And we were told we were going to be notified in the morning that they announced it, and they didn't. So I had to, whilst at work, I had to try and watch it live. And I was like, Thomas the bloody Tank Engine, you're having a laugh, aren't you? And then realised how awesome Thomas Tank Engine was. No, I think there's still going to be... Actually, no, I don't think there... No, I think the monthly one's going to come back in January. Could be wrong. Yeah, so if you've got Northern Trans Pennine and a couple of other routes, this is the 150 from West Cornwall local. So if you've got that, and the 158 from West, the Nottingham to Derby one, then you'll get this layering. But it's definitely worth looking at the Train Sim Community website. If you're on PC and you love Train Sim World, there are lots of good mods on there. I'm using an enhanced track mod from there. I'm using an improved signalling mod from there. God mode, which is this thing at the top here that allows you to relinquish service, speed up time. You can also environment settings. You can also change the weather. So hopefully this doesn't break it. I can now bring in some snow. And it probably won't work. I should list my mods. I don't have that many actually installed, but I can. Yeah, snow didn't work. I don't think I did. I think I did do right there. But yeah, the enhanced signals one's worth it. Alright, lock doors. I wonder if it's because I'm a release candidate. It might be. Right, stop at Miles Platting, which we discovered closed in 1995. Obviously, this timetable's set in 1990. And then we head back into Manchester, I think. Actually, I need to do something. I need to make sure, because people are going to be asking questions when we do the coach convoy in ETS2 on Friday. I need to do links for those, because the passenger mod comes from one place. I think they're all still... Actually, I've got them linked in my YouTube videos. Okay, I'm going to have to work that out. Right, Miles Platting is next. Yeah, but I'm thinking of for the stream. People ask, where do you get them? Actually, what I might do is I might link my YouTube video because they're pinned in there. That's easier. Go watch my YouTube video. They're all pinned in there. List it to command line in all three links. That's too logical. I'll definitely remember to do that after the stream. Train's gone. Oh, it's there. Yes, this is a station that closed in 1995. 1990, that was very common. Oh, in 1995. Miles Platting. Nice guy, Miles. Does like a good plat. He was 5 in 1995. I was -4. Two months today. If I survive the weekend away, I will be streaming on my birthday. Train gets back into London from Brussels at midday. I think I'm booking something like the 1:30 train out of London back to Swindon. So I should be back here about 2:30. Got to get the bus home, so I'll be home about 3:30. That should give me enough time to gather my wits and sit down and go, what the hell happened this weekend? And then stream on my birthday. And tell all the stories of the weekend away. Stuck in a car with 3 idiots for about 10 hours over 2 days. I'm so looking forward to that weekend. Stuck in a car park. No, I've planned the parking for Wuppertal. Free parking right next to a supermarket. That's easy. Right, lock doors. Right, Manchester, Victoria then. 1.4 miles. See, this is what Dovetail need to do. I think do a rework. You know, we've had the 170 come out for Birmingham Cross City. We've just had the Pacer for Cardiff. I think if Dovetail did an updated timetable, an updated rolling stock for for an existing route, I think that would give enough interest to be able to get people back into that route again. Sorry, Trent, that completely just threw me. But yeah, well done, Trent. Yeah, I'd like to see that. Keep the existing route, change the era. Because this, just bringing it up to 1990, just makes all the difference. Because I wouldn't have normally done this route. It's like the Preston to Carlisle. I find it boring. You could have waited till after the stream, Trent. But thanks. Right, slowly in. Time Trent out for 10 minutes. Oh god, no. Don't time a mod out in Twitch. I did that to our ex-Green comrade. And I think that's one of the many occasions he left the server. Because it took his mod roll off him. I did it as a joke. Because I didn't know that's what it would do if you time out a mod. I happened to Jaffa first, did it? God, Jaffa, there's a blast in the past. It's definitely a bit misty down here now. Hang on, you're going shopping at 8:30 at night. You've had all day. You've been playing OMSI all day. Why are you deciding now to go shopping? There are lots of volumetric frogs. Right, you can't, controversially, you can take the dog shopping. No, tie him up outside. We also didn't tie him up very well, did you, you donut? I did that to our dog once. Took her over the shops. Tied up outside the shop, went in, got what I needed to get. Got home and went, where's the dog? Oh shit! Left her over the shops. I can imagine her poor little face seeing me wander off, as if to go, where's he going? Got back there, still sat there quite merrily. Just watching people go by. Tried that with Ethan once, he didn't stay. There we go. We have arrived at Manchester. With some flashing lights. Yeah. What a great addition to that route. I'm glad I found it. I was going to do the route anyway tonight. Don't try that in Brussels. What, tie you up outside a shop? Or just no, I'm not going to go there. Yeah, I think I need to look through the Trains and Community site and see what other timetable mods there are for routes that I've got. Maybe it means that it's a reason to go back to them. I think I did. There is one for like the 5 circle line that adds in a more modern 4 timetable. I can't remember seeing those on a 150 though. I've been on lots of 150s. Is this an early 150? Because I can't remember ever seeing that separate compartment thing. So I've never noticed that before. Anyway, there we go. We are very empty, Manchester. Pace out. I think this is quite an old route because the detailing isn't great, is it? There's not a lot of detail going on here. But there we go. Done. That's really enjoyable. Can definitely recommend checking out the Train Sim Community site. If you're on PC and you're looking for some good mods for some routes, then one to check out. I said there are a couple that I'm using to enhance the signalling system, to improve the track ballast as well. So yeah, worth checking out those. There we go. Next week then, we might have a look at Preston to Carlisle. If I can remember that one, which currently we got the nuclear one, the military one, and then the standard one, but that's all. You've got 142, but that's the one that goes to Scarborough, isn't it? And that's all there is, and then it's just normal loco haul stuff. So if there's a more modern timetable for this, then that's going to make that line so much better, because I think that's not they're going to be longer, an hour and a half. That goes from Preston to Carlisle, so that's an hour and a half run. That's not. Somewhere on one of these there'll be a 4-line run. It's definitely not in the... No, because that's just the Morecambe to Lancaster. Yeah. Anyway, we'll work something out. We'll find that. And yeah, I was a bit skip past it then. On the 23rd of this month, I just scroll past it. We will be doing the Holiday Express somewhere, which is brilliant. If you haven't seen it before, I think every year I put, there it is, the Holiday Express. It's basically a model railway. It's a model railway in a big living room, and you've got scenarios to do where you've got to go and do little missions on the model railway. So we'll work our way through those, and then we'll have a bit of fun just playing with trains on the model railway. It's awesome. I love it. I wish they'd do more in that sort of scaling. And there are trains, there's like an American train that you control within the thing, but then you can still spawn any train you like onto that. And it's just weird seeing like a 387 or something in that environment. So that's going to be the 23rd of December. We will do that, and I'm looking forward to that one because it is good fun. I think that's going to be the lunchtime as well. If you miss it, you can watch the VOD back, or it will be going on YouTube, I think, on the 31st so out of sync with the rest of the videos, but I wanted to get it on before the end of the year. There we go then. More trains back next Tuesday where we look at Preston to Carlisle. Next stream though, tomorrow night, back with something new, which is Parisian Brasserie Simulator. So me serving French food to people. There is a multiplayer aspect of it, but we'll see what it's like in single player first, and then see if it's worthy of doing some multiplayer. It could be very similar to Kebab Chefs that we've been doing. That got a bit samey, and I didn't like the bakery thing in that, and the Twitch integration didn't work. I don't know if this has got Twitch integration. I'm not interested in looking at the thing that Liam posted about running a hospital with zombies as well. So I might look at that, so I can squeeze that in somewhere in the next few weeks. That has got Twitch integration. That's tomorrow night. Thursday night, me and Trent playing with some holes in Portal 2. Friday night is the coach stream where you can queue up some music. Saturday night, it's us getting scared in Repo. See if we can get past level 4. Probably not. And then Sunday lunchtime, we are back on the farm doing more farming on our new farm. There we go. And it's not selling French bras. Thanks very much then to you lot in chat for keeping me company for the last 2 hours and 23 minutes. People did some things, so we'll thank those as well. There's a long gap in that music. Hang on, I think I can actually... Hang on, bear with me. Hang on. I can actually play the music myself. There we go. That's me playing it now. So thanks to Tiger for resubscribing, White Fang for the bits, Nightbot and Trent for doing no moderation at all. Thank you very much indeed. I've got to go back to that. Let's stop that music. Oh God, there we go. Stop that music. So bear with me. His name's Paddington. I can also do... let's finish off with... Do we have that?
Hello there, Derek here again. I understand you know my old mate old Joe. Apparently he does like a bit of whipping cream on his balls. But he's been told not to do it because apparently he gets some cheese behind there.
He does indeed. On that note, I'll be back tomorrow night to be in Paris selling things. Stay tuned for story time. We'll see what happened when Pat fell down. Until then, if you have been, thanks very much for watching. Oh God, dozens of little balls and wheels and screws rolled away into the grass. Ted, on his hands and knees, began to scratch and search for them.